Yo, peace. Peace to the true and living. Yo, peace to the 5% nation of God, Earth, and babies. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to the channel. LASHEIM to God. Yo, dig. Today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, build, and destroy, which borns knowledge cipher. And let's talk about that for a minute. Also, in the supreme alphabet, it borns justice because there's no 28th letter. So 2 and 8 equal 10. And the 10th letter in the alphabet is J. And J is for justice. And justice is your reward or penalty for your acts and for your deeds. So, on that note, if you truly are in accordance with the science of everything in life, which is love, peace, and happiness, then you're going to wisdom build and destroy. So what is wisdom, build, and destroy? Wisdom are the wise words manifested and articulated by a wise person utilizing any vernacular to verbally correspond and manifest your thoughts. You feel me? So, pardon me. So, when I manifest my thoughts, I wisdom, because wisdom is also your ways and actions. So, we all want to wisdom build if you're a positive person. Because wisdom build or build within itself means to add on by doing something beneficial for yourself as well as other people around you. And that's what you want to advocate in good accordance. And that's what you want to actually do in good accordance. You feel me? So, Bill, the numeral Bill, 8, because Bill in Supreme Mathematics stands for the numeral 8, right? Now, dig, 8 is a number with a circle on the bottom and a circle on the top. So that's 2 circles. That's 2 ciphers. Because a cipher is 120 knowledge, 120 wisdom, and 120 understanding equal a complete circle of 360 degrees, which is life. That's man, woman, and child. That's biology. And biology is life. And a biologist is one who engages in the study of life. So as you execute in a physical form, 3rd dimension, on this planet Earth, which is 93 million miles away from the sun. So that makes it the 3rd planet. And to show and prove that it takes, light travels at 186,000 miles per second. And it takes sunlight 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the planet Earth. So that's how scientists and physicists estimate the distance between the Earth and the sun, as far as the navigation within the solar system, as far as it being a third planet, and us in a physical form being three-dimensional creatures. Understand me? But you can't forget that you are the spiritual essence within the physical composition. It tells you in your lessons, or it tells you that God is Allah, the sole controller of all elements inside the circumference of 360 degrees, which is life. And that's the mind, because the mind is the sole controller of all elements inside the circumference of 360 degrees, which is life, right? Because mind made matter. And what is matter? Matter is any physical element. You feel me? So, being that physical is secondary to the mental, because the mental created the physical. Understand me? Because from thought came action, and action implemented things into physical existence. And that type of correspondence we deal with in the third dimension on this planet. But you have to understand, no, not just understand, you have to know and understand that your oneness, your true self, is the mind, which is the creator of all physical entities, because from mind came matter, and matter consists of solid, liquid, and gas, right? But matter is a secondary component. And once you know and understand the science of these things, then you won't get caught up in the mechanics and dynamics of how this secondary shit operates. Now, this is some real shit. Now, check it out. People who are on a higher level or just tuned in to the mind, really, because A alike, B alike, because you my A alike. That's A, right? The first letter in the alphabet. You my A alike. Why you my A alike? Because we be alike, the second letter in the alphabet. And why we be alike? Because we see shit alike. You understand what I'm saying? So, to understand something in life is to see it crystal clearly with your third eye. How you do that? Your mind. Your mind is your third eye. And you the third eye. And don't get caught in this physical shit, because I don't want to mislead y'all, but this facts. Don't get caught in the physical shit, and you have to utilize it to operate, but don't let it consume you, because all physical things have an alpha, which is a beginning, and they have an omega, which is an ending. So if you understand the mechanics and dynamics of how that shit operate, then you're going to live your life in accordance. And if you live your life in wisdom, today's mathematics, today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, which is 2, symbolized by numeral 2, right? because today's the 28th. And 8 is build. So build is to add on by doing something positive and constructive for you and everybody around you. So once you wisdom build, they're going to knowledge your cipher. Knowledge is 1 and cipher is 0. So 2 and 8 equals 0. 1 and 0. So that's 10. You feel me? That's knowledge cipher. So they're going to knowledge your cipher, right? And in the supreme alphabets, as I said earlier, the 28th letter is no 28th letter. So you have to go to the 10th letter because 2 plus 8 equals 10. And the 10th letter in the alphabet is justice. And justice is your reward or penalty for your acts and deeds. So if you give out good to the universe, it's going to give you that shit lovely, lovely. You feel me? If you give out excellent to the universe, it's going to give you back it lovely, lovelier. You feel me? So remember that build, the 8th letter, the number 8 in Supreme Mathematics, the word build, B is the 2nd letter in the alphabet, U is the 21st letter in the alphabet, I is the 9th letter in the alphabet, L is the 12th letter in the alphabet, and D is the 4th letter in the alphabet. So when you add up all those letters together, whatever it equals, when you break it down to the lowest common denominator, it equals 3. So that 3 in Supreme Mathematics is understanding. When you build with clarity. So people understand and visualize with a clear conception of the knowledge that you possessing. And that's wisdom build, which borns knowledge cipher. And you're going to get your justice. But also, do the knowledge to this, is build and destroy. In order to build, you must destroy the bad shit about yourself or the negative components within yourself, because only you can detect these things, because you're going to wisdom build on your cipher, right? So remember this, the word destroy is D, which is the 4th letter, E, which is the 5th letter, S, which is the 19th letter, T, which is the 20th letter, R, which is the 18th letter, O, which is the 15th letter, Y, which is the 25th letter. Destroy born guard. Because God destroy the bad shit within your cipher and wisdom build. So that's what you do, and then you get your justice. And remember, karma is the universal principle of cause and effect. So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So give out positive action, and it's going to be positive reactions. Yo, salute. LASHEIM the God. Subscribe to the channel KEEPLO on YouTube if you're not subscribed. I do videos on street legends. I show you what they did so you won't do that shit, because it only leads to detriment for your community, detriment to your family. It just get long-term in prison, incarceration, death, destruction, all that shit. You feel me? So don't do that shit. But I give you thought-provoking videos on Alpine and Rolled Up and all this other shit. And I also utilize different subject matters and genre to provide you with information that, if utilized correctly, it'll elevate your life. That means go up. You don't want to go down, right? You feel me? So there we are. That's a no-brainer. And I also drop knowledge for the God, for the earth, and for the babies, and all the civilized people that want to build constructively, because today's Supreme Mathematics is wisdom build, right? So wisdom are the wise words spoken and articulated by a wise person utilizing verbal correspondence. Some wisdom to all y'all to build and destroy. Destroy the bad parts of yourself and increase the dope ass parts. Yo, peace. Love y'all. Stay focused. Tap into the channel. Hype my shit up. LASHEIM the God. Don't forget, if I brought you anything that brought you a little value, thumbs up the video. Hype my shit. You know what it is. Get stimulated in the algorithm. Subscribe. And I'm gone. Peace.